Okay, so let's break down your downward facing dog. This is a posture I find as an instructor that a lot of students struggle with getting that alignment correct. And so to remember that this is really all about lengthening in your spine. So go ahead and watch the video first, and then you can practice at home with these cues as you listen. Okay, so let's start here from tabletop, squaring up those knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. And then we want nice, broad, wide fingers. The middle finger facing the front of the mat. This is kind of basics, right, to get started. So once we have that, we're going to start to press right in through that index finger and right in through this area of the hand. Toward kind of rotate and press your weight right into that area of the hand. And we can kind of grip with the fingertips. So that's hand placement. And then we're going to tuck the toes and start to lift right up. So shifting all the weight back into the heels, we lengthen out on the mat. So I always find out that I can step back a few inches as well. Really lengthen up, use a lot of mat space. And now let's start to rise up onto tippy toes so you can feel this in your body. We shift now high up and then press more of the weight back. So notice that I'm pressing all of my weight into my arms. They're super strong here to support me. And my head is hanging super heavy. I'm not lifting my head ever. The neck is in line with the rest of the spine. So from here, high up onto tippy toes, you can bend your knees to find more length even. Bend your knees allows you to sink the belly down toward the thighs. We're still staying strong through the arms, super important here, right? Look at the angle of my arms. And then you can start to drop the heels. Ooh, a lot of times people want to press those heels down. Well, sure, that's ideal, but not many people can do that. So that's not important in this pose at all. What we're looking for is length in the spine. So I, in fact, always just prefer to come up first, then shift my weight back, and then drop the heels as much as you can. Now, notice my shoulder blades are sliding together. I don't know if you can see that, but they're pretty squeezed together. A lot of times I find that people are not really rotating the fronts of the arms forward, and then that, which allows your back to kind of press together. So now go ahead, try that once more with me. Onto your mat, squaring up, find your alignment. You can tuck the toes, come up into plank maybe, lengthen out, right? Shimmy back. And you can press upward and back, find that angle. Head hangs heavy. And here we go, high up onto toes, bend your knees, shift your hips even higher as you sink your belly towards your thighs. Your heart is melting towards your thighs. And now dropping the heels. Good. And shifting forward maybe into plank, coming onto the balls of the feet. And practice shifting the hips high again. So a couple drills, right, to strengthen and lengthen in these two poses. You can just build that internal heat coming from plank pose to down dog again and again. Floating forward onto tippy toes, and then lift with the hips and press back. A lot of times when we are coming up to down dog from that sun salutation, that transition, we are here in up dog. And then I always cue to roll it back, right? Roll over the tops of the feet if possible. If not, that's okay too. It doesn't matter. But leading with the hips helps find that alignment. Okay, drop to the knees. So that's something to practice with at home and will help improve your studio practice. All of these little finessing details that sometimes get overlooked or that instructors fail to correct during the class because it might be too busy. That's an opportunity for you to do this at home. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Aloha.